Good day, ka-Foundationites, and welcome to another episode of Speak 101. For those who may have not know, Speak 101, mga estudyante jud ang nag-lead ani nga show.
Yes.
And yes, para dili kayo mashock ka, if you may have not known na, kaning ako mga kuyog today are all students. Basta mga mo, they look like teachers. This guy look like a professional businessman. But yeah, estudyante pa po kami. And yeah, the student that took show wouldn't be happening without your guest or host. My name is Mark Tumalik Kababan.
And my name is Nikos Miguel Guevara Somoza, and today we will be engaging in various topics that every student, especially us Foundationites, can relate.
Yes, and I am very, very much thrilled, Nikos, because today is one of the most sought after segments and, of course, episodes of Speak 101.
Indeed.
And allow me to introduce myself. I forgot almost. But my name is Jose Fernando, and I will be with you, and together with me are these very equally masculine and witty, intelligent hosts today. We have a bowl of questions right here, of which we don't have any single idea of what the questions are. So without further ado, we will be answering those questions. So let's start the ball rolling.
All right, let me do the honors of asking the first question. Let's go. Okay, so here is the first question. You'll be the one to answer this, Mark. You ready?
As always.
Okay, so here's the question. Relaxation. Is it either beach or a mountain escapade? Again, relaxation. Beach or mountain escapade? Go!
Yeah, and regarding sa akong ganahan or choice is that I really always wanted to go to beaches. Why? Because I have this kind of imagination that maybe one day soon in the future, I am traveling abroad or even in the country, but most especially sa akong pinakagana na lugar, which is Boracay.
Oh,
yeah, not just the white sand there, but na makaparelax ako, but it's the vibe of that saying na even the Philippines itself have this good venues, it have a good place for you to relax and wind for a very stressful week. And yeah, nothing more. Beach jud ang akong pilion.
Nice. How about you, Joe?
For me, I am a Pisces, I tell you.
Oh,
but
nice.
We expect Pisces really love the beaches, right? But no, I am very much in love with the mountains. Of course, mountains with the view of the beaches per se.
Oh, that's nice. So everything falls on me. So which would I choose, either the beach or the mountain? But for me, in my personal opinion, I would like to choose the mountain escapade. Well, not only because we have a house within the mountains, but it's just within like the vibe of the mountains, you know, like the privacy you can get, and also like
it's serene, right?
Oh, it's very serene, and most of all, like the thing that I really like about when you go to like a mountain escapade is how quiet it is and peaceful. Like you can really be in one with your thoughts, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And after a very long day that you've had, you can breathe totally, and of course, you can take a deep breath and simply say, "This is life."
Yes, you got a point. So, you ready for the next question?
I'm always rolling. All right. So,
Grabe ang questions, no?
Really stressful.
the kind of like question is on sa atong mga preferences, and I'm gonna know more of that from you two. Okay, so this question is addressed to you. In relationships, relationship, as a student, which do you prefer? Seeing your partner every day or seeing her once in a while? So, yeah. Would you prefer nga everyday mo magkita sa mong partner or
I was not expecting that question.
Unya ra?
Yeah, but I would really say depends on what kind of partner you have or the kind of relationship you want to have. Sometimes we tend to feel like relationships are you know, for daily conversations, for companionships, but instead it's I would prefer seeing my partner every single day because that's where the end game is, right? To simply live with them every single day. So why not practice it as young as you are right now? And that's when you fathom whether or not you really love each other after being together for like 4 years and you've been seeing each other every single day. Is there any feeling of, you know, monotony, right?
Yeah.
When you feel like dili na ko ganahan ani kay everyday na tangga kita. So
ikaw, maboringon ka ba?
Mabored na bitaw ka. Every day is the same episode. And I think that's really love. When you talk about relationships, it all boils down to love. whether or not, if maboring na gani ang usa ka relationship, if you choose to let go, that's not love at all.
Yes.
I think the first step of love, guys, if you are listening, it's staying despite feeling bored in the
Yes.
relationship.
I
How
can
about you?
agree with you, Joff. Like, love is like certain, let's say, it's a challenge almost every day because there's this thing called like temptation in which happens to a lot of, couples. Yeah.
First-hand experience.
So like for example, like you're already in a relationship and then like you tend to fall in love or have a certain attraction to another partner. Like, would you hop to that other person or stay strong with that? And another thing that makes the relationship stronger is through communication. So I would literally agree, like seeing my girlfriend or partner every day, because in a way we can converse, diba? Like you can tell that, hey, how are you feeling or how's your day? And then if they have like certain problems, you can address that.
And
in a
you'll
way,
get to know them
you'll get to
even
know the
further.
person very well. So communication is the key. So to all my viewers out there, communication is the key to a good relationship. How about you, Mark?
I'm not gonna share mine. Yeah, sa mga naay feelings or ganan mo confess aning duha, you already know unsa silang type sa lover. So they want to see you every day. So dapat naay pang retouch or anything nga para jud you look wonderful and delightful when you see these two handsome faces.
All right,
So
so
yeah,
let's go on with the next question. I'll pick the big one, para fair. I've had a hard question. This one's, I believe, tougher. On school uniform, which do you prefer? With the uniform or without uniform?
Well, for me, I would choose with uniform because wearing a certain uniform is like a type of honor you get when you step inside the school. Like it's in a way that you can show that you proudly represent the school that you're in. Like for us, foundation nice, like we have like a letter F, diba, in our uniform over there, and it shows like not only in one color but various colors. So you can say that Foundation University is a very versatile school, and I'm proud to be in it. And not only it shows like honor and pride within the school that you're studying, but it also shows unity and uniformity. How about you, Mark? What's your take in uniforms?
yeah, like that. For you to wear your uniform is like gives you a sense of belongingness, a sense of identity, wherein if asa ka mo ato, you're proud na, oy, foundation night ko brad, pasagad. So, yeah, like that. And as I said ganina, makatipid ka sa laundry and nothing more than that.
To tell you honestly, I would really prefer not wearing a uniform. I don't know why. It's because it's a way to express ourselves. Like me right now, I would really love to look formal and decent outside. And for example, when you're a broadcom student like me, coming from the broadcasting communication department, I would really want to look decent and at the same time practice myself going outside. For example, sa immersions man good, no? Natay mga immersions that we want to look like a journalist, perhaps. So I want to look like this. I wear like this in my everyday life, and compose as I wake up.
So you look more presentable every day.
Yes.
Like, I woke up like this vibes. I'm like
yeah,
that.
exactly. But not saying ga uniform ka, you're not presentable. But I think a blended way, probably uniform, or like in Foundation University, we have a wash day, right? So in that day, we won't be wearing a uniform. So in that, we can simply express ourselves. So I think it's really best here in Foundation University.
Nice.
So
I
yeah,
like that. So I'll take another big question right here. All right. So here is the next question. When it comes to classes, would you prefer face-to-face or online classes?
That question, I can already psychoanalyze that we are in majority ganahan of face-to-face.
exactly. I would really agree.
Why? Because on face-to-face, you get to interact with students, and especially on my course, a political science student, even though some may say that, okay lang dili mag face-to-face ang mga polsay because they are just like interacting, debating, and bookish kind of stuff. But for me, interaction is really what furnishes and what strengthens our discourse, our ability to articulate our thoughts really well. Because if mag-online ka, you can like, naray Google, magsalig lang ka.
It's like the experience, like hand-on experience, diba?
And believe you, on recitations, like if you are really not taking notes. You have to just go on with your stock knowledge, with everything that you already know and articulate it in a very short period of time. So para na ako, mas ma-challenge ko face-to-face. I want face-to-face, and yeah, I am looking forward for a face-to-face interaction.
Yes, exactly. But mine would be a little bit different right now because we really have to recall the core of the problem, right? Like during the COVID-19 pandemic, we had to pause for a while, put things on hold, and at the same time, really experience a drastic and an abrupt change. So I would really say, practically speaking, is the province of Negros Oriental ready for it, or is the country Philippines ready for it? Because Foundation University, I think, is it's a melting pot of culture of different races. We have students from the Manila, Cebu, Dumaguete, even beyond Negros Oriental or beyond Philippines. So we have to reconsider as well whether or not we are ready. But I would really say I would go for face-to-face.
Exactly.
True. And then based on my opinion, I think we can all agree that face-to-face classes is like a good choice when it comes to educating the students, because not only you get to interact with your classmates and see the school, but you can also gain like hands-on experience. Like it's okay if you learn it by the book, there's nothing wrong with that, but there is just some things that you can apply to your life when it comes to experience. Like, okay, Ning, this is an actual person, not a literal simulation. Like everything's spoon-fed to you, diba? Because online classes, like you have to, spoon-feed like the certain students, get to know what the type of topic or situation they might get in. But once you're like in a face-to-face situation, like this is life, this is what like happening to you now, you get to understand like, oh, so you should do this, do that, not do this, and like, go off script. That's the term. Like through the experiences you had.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what's even better there, Nico, is that you get to have an experience of a more conducive way of learning, right?
Yes.
In face-to-face Manggod, we get to interact with our classmates, but they are not just classmates after school, they are our friends, right?
Exactly.
And for example, na tayo research paper, mas prefer yun na to magkita sa ato mga friends, right? Via compared to online.
Yeah, and I can also agree with that because there are times that, like when it comes to periodical examinations or diba, and then you accidentally like forgot, no, di quiz ko ron, and then like you're like friends with the smartest guy in class. Yeah, we can all agree to that. Like, I would say answer ani. Magtubangan na eh.
I really miss that feeling.
Oh, that feeling really is like, it's also a way that you can get to know your classmates and gain new friends, diba? So, let's go to the next question. All right, so what's your favorite spot inside Foundation University campus?
Is that question
Yeah,
addressed to me?
Or you want to answer this one?
What was the question again? My favorite spot?
Yeah, what's your favorite spot inside Foundation University campus?
I've been through a lot of universities, even beyond. I've studied in Bangkok, I tell you. But if I were to choose, I would always go back to Foundation University. It has always been a home away from home. Although I may be from Dumaguete City only, but like it's very important to embrace the university that you have. So if I were to choose a place where I would say my go-to, I would always go to the ponds of Foundation University. And the vibe it gives off is like Thailand vibe, like close to nature vibe. It's like an escape from the hustle and bustle of Dumaguete City, and that's really one thing I really love about Foundation University. If I were to be asked, it's close to nature. It's closest to nature where you do not expect that naaday ni ingani diri sa Negros Oriental, and it's not only a place close to nature, but it's a place close to your dreams, a place close to your goals, because we hone students in here. We value the demands of our students as well.
True. So, like, for me, like, my favorite spot here in Foundation University, I just recently found this out in Foundation University. There's a special spot in the library, like, at the cornermost, is in the third floor or fourth floor was it? It was in the top part of the library where it's just very silent, like you're just alone with the books, and like you can get to exhale. Because there are times within the school that you're stressed and stuff and you want to like let go of everything. And I really like to go to the library because it's in a way that it's quiet, it's
Yeah.
peaceful.
Peaceful.
And you can also like have, good Wi-Fi connection there.
As usual.
Oh, like not gonna lie, like the Wi-Fi connection here at Foundation University is top notch, not gonna lie. Especially if you're in the library that you have your own personal space, like you can okay, I can do me. Like no one will care if I'm doing this or that because I have my own privacy, diba?
Exactly.
Like that's the beauty of the library. How about you,
Yeah,
Mark?
you can breathe the books, the library. But if you're gonna ask me, that's why I asked if this question was addressed to me because if ako yung pangutanan, I would never hesitate to tell nga akong pinakaganahan na area is this. This studio that we are in here today. Why? Because when I first got to Foundation University, the place that I really have been welcome a lot because I was like, napakoy hangover sa online class, sa balay. And when I get into this kind of room, I feel like I'm a different person. I'm a guy that can get into interact with the camera, with all the viewers nato nga naglantaw. And I'm like a show guy. If dili ko mag-play og act sa theater, would better like going on this studio na wherein I can be the opening kind of like guy na maka-extend sa akwang speaking skills on public and also share very, for me, important informations like what's happening in the campus, what's happening in the province, and in our country since being vigilant and knowing what are the dynamics of our society is all the things na akong gi-studyhan. I read that on books and also watch it in the lenses of my
So like
eyes.
you're saying that the studio here is like your go-to place because in a way you can express yourself, especially to the
That's
people,
word.
diba?
Yeah,
So who's gonna pick the next question?
I will.
Alright.
Without any doubts, I will. This is for you, Nico.
Why is it always the big ones?
I don't know.
You never chose the small ones.
Sometimes the small ones are the hardest to answer.
Exactly. But I must
Yeah.
tell, the question so far is so deep within the bones. Grabe.
And makarelate ta ng mga kuwan ani. Like not only here in Foundation University but also like the students outside. Like,
Exactly.
they can relate to this
Yeah,
stuff.
especially to those people who are wondering, what's a good university to study?
Oh,
right?
true.
So, down to the next question. What do you think would be doing right now if we were still on lockdown? Ooh,
What
hard
would
question.
we be doing now? We're still on lockdown.
That's nostalgic.
I still can remember the days that when we were still in ECQ, I had nothing to do but like to lie down, be with my phone all the time and be anxious of what's going to happen next.
True. Well, for me, like, what if we're still on lockdown? I'd like do that everyday routine that I think almost everybody has experienced, like lie down, just memorize the four corners of our own home, diba? Like you can't it's okay if you're in the confines of your own home because that's home. You feel
home.
comfortable there. But as human as we are, we want to break free. Like what Freddie Mercury? I want
Yeah.
to break free.
Yeah, I only know Break Free by Ariana Grande.
Shout out. Sorry, but yeah, like we really want to experience something new because as human as we are, even though like we are introverts or maybe like extroverts, there's one thing that everybody has in common, and we want to learn something new, especially if we learn something unexpectedly, diba? Like that's like the fun part when it comes to learning, diba?
Yeah. Same. I would really say that if we were still on lockdown right now, all of us are working at home.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
Even I'm a working student and I'm working from home, and it sustained me all the way till right now. And I think if we are not able to sustain because of the lockdown, I think we would go to we would have a different course of working from home, like a whole new level of working from home. Na nandito atong mga computers, na nandito atong mga setups. All of us are simply locked down and makarealize na nga there's really beauty in our families pa. Like at the end of a very tiring day, you'd be reminded that our family is always
with us.
with
diba?
us. Yeah.
Diba?
How about you, Mark?
For me, if I am still on lockdown or ECQ, I would probably just reading a lot of mga self-help books, academic books.
Bookworm.
Yeah, I love the smell of the kanang bagong palit na libro. And for me, it's like, oh man,
it's addicting,
Very
right?
true. Like there's
Yeah,
like a
there's
smell?
this word which means addicted to the smell of books.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have that. And like so far, I've been reading like a huge, daghan ng mga volume of books. And what I do is that after I read it, I watch some supplemental videos, reactions sa YouTube. And also, if I'm reading sociological, political kind of books, I'm gonna like, gawas ko sa balay, and I connect those things na akong read in reality because what happens man if you just stay in your home, read na puglain na book, you get to enter another idea, spectrum or realm of idea is that, mag-stuck na lang siya without even actually digesting the book of connecting it to reality because realistically, doing those things is the most important thing if magbasa kag libro.
So like you wanna, like despite the ECQ, like if like this like the other question, like despite even the ECQ, you wanna like hone your skills and like you know be like a little bad boy and break the rules a little.
Yeah.
Diba?
And what I do, my plan strategically is that pag face-to-face, baon ako ni under my belt kaning mga information, kaning mga trivia and facts.
I think that's the best takeaway.
Diba?
Yeah,
and when you're face-to-face, come on, this is the time I should apply what I've read. Diba?
True.
And you know what I love about reading books? I tell you, I have not read a book, one entire book in my entire life.
Wow.
Not even a one book or even a short
Like,
book lang.
Booklet lang.
Yeah, but there's this friend who I talked to. She mentioned that once you start reading a book, it's like traveling minus the planes, minus the boats, minus the air tickets. So you get to identify whether or not the things you read sa book would you apply it or would you take it as a knowledge to bring along with you.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, but anyways, let's go now to. I was loving the conversation.
Against the books, diba?
Yeah.
Eto.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a coincidence, but some of my friends told me or asked me if anong inana ka kuya ka weird, why do you act something like that? And that's the question here that we have, diba? I'm gonna ask this to you. I don't know if you
I
can
think that's going to be
really
hard
this, but yeah, the question is what makes you weird? Weird question. What makes you weird?
Oh, what makes
Weird.
Let's go.
Get to know you ba?
I tell you, this is a little bit overwhelming, but at the same time, it's nice to really share this kind of technique. I think this is weird for me because when I have a problem, I don't consider them as problems, I tell you. If there's something that would saddens me, if there's something that would put me in a situation where I tend to be deprived from being happy, I would really look into a situation where I am able to address that problem immediately. Like the sense of immediacy. Right? So I think that makes me weird kay if naay problema, okay, fine, problem solved. I would really say. For example, there was this one time where I was talking to my friends and nagkuha mig kwarta sa Osaka pawn shop, technically. And then there was no other way but to go to this pawn shop and then claim the money. And then it was close to 5 p.m. and mag-close sila 5 p.m. man. So we had no other choice but to find a way to solve that problem. So we didn't know nga na DSCI online na application.
Katong bank.
Yeah, online. And then it's like not literally bank pero mura siyang pawn shop and then naa siya online application where we could transfer the money to particular, let's say, GCash perhaps or bank accounts perhaps. Ingana ba? So I think it's really important to really remind ourselves that these problems are something that would strengthen our problem solver self, right? We have this inner self that would really solve these problems immediately. So why would I say nga weird na siya? It's because oftentimes I would really see people nga if they are bombarded with problems, magproblema sila. Yeah, mag-worried sila by in a way nga uneasy lang feeling.
Really dwells with them. They're like paralyzed.
Like,
Yeah, it dwells.
Ilang idibdib ang problema ba?
Yes. Oh, and napoy people nga, they would really break down. And I tell you, it's really validated. It's really okay to cry out sometimes, but not in a way nga mawala na imong goals. Not in a way nga ma-break down na jud ka nga totally you're not yourself. You know, just cry, hilak ka gamay, and then the next day breathe, and then the next day move on.
Like a 5-minute rule.
Is that weird? Is that weird or murag?
I think it's some sort
How
of...
about you? Do you face problems literally as it should be?
Yeah, especially like if like you're a freshman like me and then like you're just like fresh out of the pandemic, fresh out of, you know, the ECQ, and then like everything is like started to get new to you. Because, you know, like that's how freshman works. like you're new to college, then you're new to the activities, and trust me, like I was freaking out because the first day of school started, and then the following day, the second day, like I was shocked because there was like not a lot of classes. Like, wala nga naman wala ni classes si sir. Like, why isn't sir classic taking a class? And then the next hour goes by, and then so on and so forth. Like, I was shocked and panicked at the same time because like there are some teachers that aren't, you know, taking classes on us, like giving us classes. So I was like, is this college? Like I was shocked, but during the following weeks and months, the classes went smoothly on that. I just panicked at the first because I wasn't expecting like college to be like this, you know, chill at
easy,
start
it's
and
chill.
then working at the next.
Yeah.
So like for back to the question, like for me, what's the weirdest thing like I have is, well, it's like some sort of like a cartoon thing. Like I grew up around cartoons. Like I enjoy Power Rangers, Pokemon, like
Phineas and Ferb?
Phineas and Ferb. And here's a weird thing. I enjoy watching Powerpuff Girls. Yes, I watched that when I was a kid. And then also The Amazing World of Flapjack and Chowder. Like, it was like nostalgic types of cartoons.
Nostalgia.
And then here's the funny part. I seem to like take in their actions. Like when I'm alone, especially in my room, I usually imagine myself sort of like in the world of cartoons. And
So I
think,
presume you mimic them, right?
yes, I mimic them a lot. And here's the funny part. Like whenever like I'm in school and then I feel like I'm alone, I usually like imagine like I'm this character or that, and then I suddenly like copy their moves, and then people like, Nick, okay ra ka? Yep, I'm super okay, my man. Something like that. Or, yeah, like something like that.
Well, that's weird.
Yes, it is very weird. There was
That's
one time.
It's really weird because at first na ako siya na-meet, it's like this guy behaves like a cartoon character. Ako yung mga mimicking of some,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
mga TV shows sa Cartoon Networks or sa Nickelodeon ba?
Yeah,
Like-
and I think it's when you talk about films, Mango, these are very powerful tools.
Yeah, true.
To really influence us and at the same time be, you know, as early, grabe man gud ang adaptation sa pagka-adaptive sa mga gagmay nga bata. So since you were young, it was really easy for you to adapt those actions, those movements, those characters.
Yes,
Diba?
and here's the fun fact about cartoons. That is how I learned how to speak English. Yes. I learned how to speak English because of Power Ranger and Pokemon. That's how I learned how to speak English. Like people say, Nick, why are you so good at speaking English? Watch Power Rangers and, and Pokemon.
So should I watch Mr. Bean?
You really?
Mr. Bean rarely speaks, right?
Oh.
Yeah, he rarely speaks.
Kind of like this
dude, I
body
tell you.
language kind of comedy.
But in reality, he does speak very good English.
Yeah,
Rowan Atkinson has been excellent in portraying that character. So,
like a childhood hero or something like that. So how about you? What's your like your
on me,
weirdest
what makes
thing?
me weird is that I imagine some kind of like fantastic, I'm immersing in a fantastic world with fantastic characters. And this, I tell you this experience when I was still young. I was playing with the sticks and screwdrivers sa akong table. Like I imagined them to be characters and they're like fighting against each other. I didn't realize that was a manifestation of my ability to, you know, like foresee tragedy and something like create even tragedy, because I have once been addicted or obsessed with script writing, about creating a world that's, you know, not existing in reality but could probably exist if you're gonna like direct a movie or start
Yeah.
a film.
Yeah.
You have like
So,
a crazy imagination.
yeah,
and
that's
certain
what really
things.
makes me weird. And here, my friend or my ex-classmate in senior high school thinks that I'm weird because I was thinking that I was weird. And he was thinking that, hey, you're murag weird ka because imo na weird ka. And then you become like really weird. It's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
power of your subconscious tripling down to your body movements and your mannerism and your actions. So for me, that might probably make me weird. Or you can say that if you're watching there now, this guy's behaving weird.
Yeah.
True.
But anyways, the question gets weirder every time, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's very true.
Yeah. Now allow me to pick one more question.
Another big one.
This one,
That's a small one.
but this is a bit hard.
Alright.
Oh, this is weird.
Ready?
You can get another one.
For
naman.
sure.
You can get another one if it's hard.
But the question is, Nico, what is your best corny joke? I want to hear it.
Corny joke?
Corny joke.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so how about you'll be the girl, okay? You'll be the girl on this. You ready? Okay. Hey girl,
What?
are you a mountain?
Mountain boy.
Because I want to be with you all day.
That
Yeah, that's
is
a
validly
good joke.
corny.
What? Really corny, right?
Yeah.
But somehow I find it sweet. I find it, probably weird lang siya and corny because you would say corny.
Like, sige, you're gonna play any kind of random guy, not grab a boy, but I'm gonna ask you something.
Okay.
So, okay, what do you call the young bees or mga bata na buyog? What do you call them?
What do you call them?
Ano pa, Eddie? Baby. Oh! That's corny.
Oh my gosh.
This time to think that it was really corny.
Okay. How about you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me think. Oh my gosh, this is hard. But like, here. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Bowl.
Bowl who?
I'm at the deep end, watches a garden. I never meet the ground.
Where's the bowl?
There.
Okay. That was
Here.
that was
Here's the
something
bowl.
else. That was something else.
I wasn't expecting that.
Enough. We're getting cornier here.
Okay.
We should like go back and
I got some next topic here tonight.
Yeah.
Alright, I got the biggest question here.
That's for Mark, I believe.
Oh yeah. Hello. Okay, okay. Okay, let's do this. So here's your question. So, what makes you stand out inside the classroom?
A more laid back question. Good thing. More.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna address that in a perspective of a student. So in classroom, I believe there is this what you call as classroom pedagogy, wherein there is a hierarchy in terms of like the ability to speak fluently, to the ability to articulate your ideas really better than anybody. And for me, it's the way I think. I stand out in the classroom the way I think because when I kind of like give a recitation or help my teacher like expand an idea or elaborate it, what I do is that, yeah, for me to step up is that I must not think that I'm a student, but I must think as a teacher, but act like a student. Yeah, that's been my technique for the rest of my online class experience, and I believe you, it is really effective. Why? Because when you answer or articulate your ideas, there's nothing more even better than that in the side of the teacher. Why? Because the teacher in an online class is really like, he's looking for a guy na maka-interact, not to make the class very dull, walay gana. But if you're gonna be the one to step up and help the teacher convey an idea, provide examples, and you elaborate those lesson or ideas, that's when you become noticed. And not just only na ma-stand out ka sa inyong classroom, but it will also make the work or the job of the teacher a bit more easier. Why?
Correct.
Because you're cooperating with them. Come on,
Yeah.
they're not just gonna notice you, but who else? They might give you 1 grade.
Exactly.
True. Like, I give like a star.
Looking forward.
Like a sticker.
Yeah. But you know what? For me, I think what really makes me stand out is that it's really important to practice the way you converse and you speak with people. I think words are very, very powerful to really express what you think, and sometimes it's faking things out as if you know something, but you don't, right?
Like winging it or something.
Yeah, and it's just very powerful to simply find the right words to say in a situation, and especially when you do a report, make sure it's not half-baked. Make sure you've exerted efforts on the report that you're making, because teachers don't want to see reports and outputs which are half-baked. Di ko ganahan, ka nang dinali-dali. Diba, in layman's term.
So like your best skill that you have within your classroom is the way you portray a certain type of thing, like the way you elaborate. That's
Present it.
Somehow,
the way you
yeah.
present.
But as simple as an article, ang akong teacher she would tell me, okay, make sure to create an article or a news article per se. And then some of my classmates, they would submit it in a plain white bond paper, but ako, as bida-bida, that's how we call it, but like, there's nothing wrong at being bida-bida.
Oh, true.
Yes. And especially if para na si mong future, diba? I would make sure that it looks like a newspaper. Yeah.
So you're more artistic in a
Yeah,
way.
shout out to those
creative.
Canva users.
Yeah.
Canva.
Yeah.
So for me, the thing that I have that makes me, stand out in the class is my voice.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
people say that I have a big voice. Well, I think that they're true. I usually use my voice in MCs. For example, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to candidate number 1. And
no
like
doubt,
that.
no
And then there's a big plus factor into that. At the end of for example, when you're reporting, when you say that is it at the end, that is our report. We are the group 5. If that's the ending sentence of the report. But when you have a voice like mine, you can make it more a finesse. You
Yeah.
can finesse it. For example,
Add some drama.
and that is it for our report. This is your group 5 members. Something like that. You can turn a simple sentence into
Yeah.
a big one if you have a big
That's
voice.
what he said. Words are powerful.
Oh,
Not just
true,
because
true.
words are words, but because of how you say the word. And that's what you have.
Oh,
I believe.
you can emphasize those certain types
Add
of
some
words. in a
stresses.
sentence.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's how I believe the thing that I have that you know.
You
it
can
makes me
use
stand
that
out.
someday. Yeah. You're a tourism student.
Ah,
right?
yeah, I'm a tourism student.
Who knows, di ba? He might be the next, I would say, newscaster, announcer.
Yeah.
We will never know.
we will
That's
never know.
what Foundation University could give us. This show right now, naa ka diri, kuyog ka namo, you are showing what kabalo. Producers are eyeing for the next possible star.
maybe.
Yes,
This
exactly.
is the stepping
And we
stone.
don't know that this might be your stepping stone, as what you have mentioned. But yeah, that's really
Yeah,
the
like-
effort.
And there's one
True.
thing, ay lang yun mi kalimti.
Oh, of course. Did you know it?
Alright.
I will forget my roots. So what's the next question in
Okay,
the
so
ball?
this is my time to read and ask our friend here, Jose. So,
Ooh.
I think that this is very obvious already. The answer of this question is very obvious.
Yeah.
Are you a messy or an organized person?
I am a very organized person.
Very obvious.
Well, obvious answer ka you.
I'm a very organized person, but my thoughts are messy. I swear.
Yeah.
There are sometimes there's
That
this
is
word
possible.
cacophony, I believe. It's like words are it's like a
Rambling.
mixture of sound, but because of the mixture of sounds, it becomes a noise. My thoughts are mixed in my head. So
So you are the kind of guy, the type of I would say organized on the outside but messy
On the inside.
in the inside.
just my thoughts.
Just
But
your thoughts.
how I handle how I handle situations. It's not literally. I can fake things out when I'm
Yeah.
when I'm literally anxious, when I'm literally scared or deprived, maybe uneasy. Sometimes you wouldn't say I am uneasy because I can fake everything. It's just a master of public speaking,
Projection. It's all about the framing. It's all about the framing.
Exactly.
How you can make a facade, di ba?
And presenting yourself in public is a good it's a good way to hone that skill. Yeah, I think only few people would have that skill to
I
really.
can relate to this sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't say I feel a little bit anxious right now. Speaking of a lot of cameras, but I'm just picking things out.
It's like you get a lot of options in sort of stuff. You figure out okay, this is my first strategy 1, 2, 3.
You break down,
No,
you
it goes to
kinda
a lot of
articulate it.
stuff. And then you just figure out which one suits best, something like that.
Exactly.
So you can project very well.
Ikaw, are you a messy or a kind of organized person?
I'm kind of an organized person for 30 minutes only. I organize, I don't want to see kanang wakat sa bed. I don't want to go back to my room that's messy. I want to, before I leave, I want to fix everything so that when I come home, I don't want to see my room messed up because I get extra stressed when I see my bed is not made or the closets are still open, something like that. So I want to fix all of that and then mess it up after 30 minutes because I want to get comfortable within my room, something like that.
Yeah.
But my point is I do not want to see a view that's unorganized. I want to fix things before I'm gonna mess it up and fix it again, and then that's how the whole cycle goes.
And you know what? The better thing there is that, tell me honestly, there will always be time where we feel lazy at all.
Exactly.
And then
True.
after being lazy, there will always a signal, a ghost telling us, hey, you should fix your bed right now?
No, that must be your ancestors.
Speaking in front of your subconscious.
Oh, true. Like, how about you? Are you an organized or a messy type of person?
Okay, I'm gonna answer this with a mess. Okay.
No.
Okay, so I wanted to be organized, like I want to outline everything, but I want is different than what I am.
Correct.
So I want to be organized, but what I really am, I'm a messy person because,
Expectation versus
as they
reality
say,
sort of
right?
stuff.
I read an article once that even Albert Einstein, all these creative geniuses. I'm not assuming that I'm a genius, but yeah, I kind of like I wanted to leave things. Basta akong kwarto gani, and I'm studying or doing a project or doing something. It's really messy. And anybody nga mosulod ana or magsamok-samok dira maguba na ako mga kuan is that I don't like it anymore. Mawala ko sa akong mood, dili na ako malocate ang mga
Leave it
mga-
as is.
Leave it
Yeah.
as is.
So I'm a messy person as myself. So really messy. I like scramble things a lot, but I really have that desire na pwede na ako siyang mausob. But as what they say, di ba, creative persons are messy sometimes.
Sometimes.
So I like to tell myself that okay na Mark, kay creative sa ka.
True.
Anyways, we are now down to, I believe, last 4 questions right here. Here, this one's for you, Nico. What is your favorite social media?
Okay, for me, like my favorite social media is Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, because it's more of like a simple type of social media type of app. Like unlike the other apps that are so like like super bonga. Like I like to keep things like simple in a sort of way, and Facebook kind of like has that simplicity of a beauty sort of stuff. And like I'm not downgrading other websites or anything, but I'm just having on my own personal opinion that my favorite like website or social media application is Facebook.
Mine has always been TikTok.
Really?
Yeah,
TikToker ka?
I really am in love.
TikToker.
Not literally, but like I just want to
You can show a lot of TikTok videos.
But it makes me lazy sometimes. It takes up so much of my time.
Oh,
So
like
to
if
all,
you're not aware of the time, diba? Like,
yeah, exactly. So to all viewers, to all our televiewers who are really in love with TikTok right now, make sure to detach sometimes. How about you, Mark?
What I really usually do is I watch YouTube videos. Not some cute cats, but some like murag mga motivational videos to start my day or like elaborate a certain murag mga di na ako masabtan ng mga ideas or topics. But tanan, I'm really up into like listening or watching some kind of like podcast discourses. Yeah, like Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, kani mga like mga podcast, Joe Rogans, are really like na sila yung discourse and they like freely talk about a certain topic. Like now what we're doing and just like elaborate, mag brainstorm sila. They kind of like marag ilang gina-judge always ang mga different perspectives of approaching that issue or something. So YouTube na akong pinaka ganahan na social media platform.
All right. Now we are down to the next question.
So, we're gonna pick the next question.
You, Nico, of course.
Alright. Let's go. So the next question is
I mean, I'm really loving this conversation. I
Yeah,
wish we could
that's
have this
pretty
every
true.
day.
Okay, this is a unique type of question. This will really like bring out the Q&A portion out of you. So here it goes. Destiny or coincidence? All right, who wanna go
Answer
first? We're gonna do this.
I think I would really always choose destiny. I think it's very important to really create your own destiny. We can just rely to the destiny itself nor coincidence itself. I think coincidence is real, but like we create the coincidence, I think that's creating the destiny in itself.
True.
I think it's very important to really value manifestation.
True.
I really am in love with the universe, to tell you, Mark and Nikos. I really have this complacent feeling that the universe is working something for me. So I
True.
would choose destiny.
Well, for me, I'd agree with you. Like, I'd choose destiny because, like, in a faithful point of view, like, I am a proud Roman Catholic, I'm a Christian, and during my elementary days, I was a sacristan, an altar boy. And then, in a way that I believe that everything is already fixed and planned by God, in which like you are just living the plan that He has for you. Like the mistakes that happen, the success that you've achieved, like everything has been already planned out. So like if you think, oh, this like good stuff happened to me, what a coincidence, but actually like God in the background saying, I did that
I
to
did
your
that for
kid.
you.
Yeah, something like that. How about you? Is it coincidence or destiny?
I'm not. I have a bit much more extreme idea than destiny because I choose like predestination, the idea that everything is already determined, no matter what happens or go along. I did this mechanism and adopt this point of view as thinking na whatever akong mga mistakes na mahitabo are already like, yeah, it's arranged. Whatever happens, I accept it as it is. You embrace fate. I encountered this idea or philosophy, a very classic. It's called stoicism, wherein you get to be really calm. Don't control the things that you cannot control, but control the things that you can only control, which is probably your emotions, the way you react to certain situations. And it has helped me a lot in terms of like interpreting those bad events or even good events that happens in my life. Like I embrace it as what it is. Okay lang if this is what gonna happen to me, or this is the thing that what God gives me. If atagan kong uyab na in-ani or in-ana, di ba? Okay ra po na ako. If nani ako anak,
but to live with it.
yeah, I have to live it. Naana mo na siya dira. So if it is really for me, then it's for me. If it's not, then maybe it is not.
Yeah. Sometimes what's not for us, we are just redirected to what's really for us.
Yes, and that's
exactly.
like a good like advice to people that usually overthinks upon the problem. Oh, so stoicism was it?
Stoicism.
Stoicism is
Marcus
like a
Aurelius
good,
kind of guy.
like it's a good practice so that you can overcome like your anxiety and the way that you overthink. So to all of the viewers out there, master and hone your skills through stoicism.
Yes.
What?
Now I think we are down to our last question. I
Last
believe.
na jud siya na
Last
question.
na din na question.
Yes.
So who I think you should do a mark.
I think Mark.
Yeah.
Kami dua naman sige may
Have the privilege to give you the last questions of the day. So, if given a full scholarship to shift to another course, what course would it
Oh my
be?
gosh.
Na ba kay plano nga mo shift of another course? Unsa man?
Yeah, allow me to answer it first. I would never shift a course because I have the best course ever in my entire life. If you guys are wondering, if you want to be exposed to the television, want to write news, want to write an article, hone your skills, now enter to the broadcasting department, broadcast communication department. We need more students here in Foundation University. We have the best to offer. We have the best skills. We have the best teachers as well. How about you, Nico?
For me, like there are a lot of options, and there are even like not to like modesty aside, there are actually like teachers that said, "Na Nick, why don't you like go to this course? Like you switch into other courses because like they say that my voice quality, like my voice range, can
Yeah,
go
I was
more."
expecting your broadcom students, bro.
They, like,
Ako po.
like there was like a lot of people that say that, but for me, I'm very like proud of the course that I've chosen, which is Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. Like, yes, they say that my voice quality and range is good for like you know, broadcast. But
You're like advocating for
like
this
advocating
course. Come on.
I know
your
your
style of saying.
bro. But for me, like I took pride and I wanted to hone my skills even more in tourism because I can also use my voice to help develop not only like the tourist spots within our local area, but maybe like I also want to dream big that I can also, you know, promote certain areas within the Philippines or why not, you know, the
Even
world.
further.
Oh, diba?
How about you, Mark?
Oh.
For me, political science, thinking of political science is like a stepping stone of doing or having my dream course, which is I really wanted to proceed to law. So this political science path that I'm taking right now is just like a preparation. Some say it's a pre-law course. But as of this time, I want to live being a political science student, enjoy the debates and the analysis and the article reading, the huge bulk of books and ideas na akong i-grapple every day.
True.
Yeah, so what I would never shift to another course.
Yeah.
Really, Jud.
That's how we're in love with
Yeah,
our
with
courses
our
right
course.
now.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
true.
we're saying this not because kay giingnan ta, but we're saying this wholeheartedly because as a pol sci student, being part of the College of Arts and Sciences, Department of Arts and Department of Architecture and Fine Arts was really an honor, especially right now that we are recovering from the pandemic.
True.
And FU is extending a lot of effort para mabalik na to ang atong pagka maayo mo kasikas, pag-ayo mag-active to diri sa atong university. And this activity right now that we are in is a manifestation of that. We're in. Naata diri, nag-talk
This is
na.
just one of the many.
Yeah.
True. And not only that, the reason why we love our course is because not only it's our choice, but we fell in love with the course because of like the teachers itself, like the school itself, diba? Like the teachers in Foundation University really know their stuff. They really know how to teach that to the kids.
I really wanted to share that I was in love to my teacher, but that's for another episode of Speak 101. So that ends our Q&A for today's
I can finally
episode.
Yes, and also we will be showing more episodes like this in Speak 101 here at Foundation University.
Yes, and of course, before we officially end, we are very, very much looking forward to invite you guys and come visit Foundation University. We are very much open for you and for many.
Yes, so once again, this is me, Cos Miguel Guevara Somoza.
And I am Mark Tumale Kababan.
And of course, my name is Jose Fernando.
So see you guys in the next episode.
Learn, lead, inspire. Foundation University has provided 72 years of quality, wholesome education that prepares students for a world full of collaboration, innovation, and technological advancement.
When the pandemic struck, I not only received the training I needed, I gained exceptional clinical experience firsthand.
We transitioned smoothly to building our dreams from online design to building beautiful structures throughout Negros Oriental. And we are more than confident with going forward.
No system is perfect, and that's where us, industrial engineers, come in. We feel more equipped and fueled than ever before to tackle whatever problems come our way.
Since we began incorporating technology as an instructive tool, we were able to immediately adjust to the expanded hybrid learning program and remain at the forefront of education.
For 73, become the extraordinary. We're putting the extra in everything that we do. From more internship opportunities to thrilling academic competitions that will get you real world ready. We put the fun in learning so you can lead an inspiring life. One committed to excellence, integrity, and service so we can all flourish. FU at 73. Extraordinary Me.